when you come from a dysfunctional or toxic family environment, it's very strange to witness anything that is different to it. It's interesting that, isn't it, of sometimes we can close off to better treatment because you don't trust it, or you just don't believe it. You don't understand it. And my family is pretty dysfunctional and toxic. I think those two are probably slightly different, but still true. It's taken me years and years to realise it. So here's probably the main way mine is toxic. There are many ways, but this is probably the one that stands out, or the one that I deal with the most. So everything is turned to fit the narrative that they wish to not just believe but promote to other people. So if I do something, whatever it is, it'll be criticised because the opposite should have been done, and I'll do the opposite and that'll be criticised because the opposite should have been done. And then it'll be, even a good thing will be viewed as negative and will be talked about to other people and pushed to other people as a negative. So you sort of get the idea of whatever you do will be fitted to their narrative, which is always going to be a negative, one that shows them in the best way possible and you in the worst. It's interesting, isn't it, when that happens, of you see people actually believing them. And there are times when you doubt it yourself. You doubt what people say or what people will believe, and you know what they're saying to other people, and you think surely they won't believe this, but they obviously do, because the way it's promoted is as a huge negative. So if it's pushed in a negative light of, oh, it's been done because of this, this and this, and I imagine people will believe the negative side to it. I would have as well. I would have believed when it's been pushed to me about other people. And there's many stories from past when I look back now and I think, my God, obviously when I was younger, I believed all that rubbish. I absolutely believed it. So it's, I can understand how other people do. But it took me a while to realise the whole part of this, of, one does promote the negative. And I understand why he does it. He does it to keep people on his side. He's done it with me. And everything he says now about me, he said about my brother in the past. And of course, other people then jump on to believe the narrative because they want to believe it. Same as I did when it was said about my brother. So, I can't complain about that because I know how convincing it can be and how it can be sold and how the victim can be played in so many ways. And I do my best now just to stay out of it because I know comments will be made. And I know that there'll be when I'm not in the house, when I'm away. Just like now, I'm out walking and my brother is there, so I know that things will be played or said, or be put across in a negative light, and it'll be believed because my dad is very convincing, plays the victim very well, plays off his children against each other, and if you want to see the bad in somebody, you will, won't you? You'll see everything as bad. You won't see that actually we're a mixture of everything. And I choose to now, I can't say it doesn't bother me, but I choose to not be too bothered by it. I choose to get out of the situation, say my own thing every now and again, and just let them behave the way that they want to for their karma. In previous times I've tried to protect my brother. He's older than me, but I was always raised to protect him. So I have done in the past, and now I don't jump in. Now I've learned that actually, no, it's not my job. It was never my job, even though I was made to believe that it was. So now I leave him to behave the way he wants to. And when they go really bad and really insulting and really having a go at me, where it seems to come out of absolutely nowhere, but it won't have come out from nowhere, it'll be one of them stirring something up, then I've learned that it generally means that they are plotting something, they've done something against me. Could literally be that my brother is due to go to the family caravan, which I no longer get to go to. My dad said a while ago was my brother's now, and my dad will then deny this, but I just let it be now. And the reason he's gone for the caravan as a power tool is because so he's gone for the caravan as a power tool against me to wind me up, because it's about 6 years ago now, I offered to pay for it, to pay for the upkeep, and to be able to go more. And he didn't like that. There's something about his daughter being able to pay for things he doesn't like. And then he used that to get back at me, that I don't go, and that it's treated as if it's my brother's now. And I behave as if it doesn't bother me. I behave as if it doesn't bother me now. I don't react. I don't do anything, but I know that there'll be away at the van at some point, because it's my brother's birthday next week. So, and often what happens now is they don't even mention, I just don't see them, him and his partner. They don't come round, Dad doesn't say where they are, but I know where they are. And I just leave them to it. So when they get really rude, I know it's their way of knowing that they'll be away. So it's almost like they have to be really aggressive at me, take it all out on me. Whatever feelings that they have, they take out on me. So I'm the scapegoat in the family. And I've realised this over the past few years about the scapegoat bit. It was always in play, I always knew there was something, but I've recently given it that label. But even more recently about that's why they get at me and they have a go at me when something's going to happen. So, tonight I left because my brother's been round. He was there when I got back this afternoon, and when I went to speak, he started humming. He just started humming away, and I just thought, oh, okay, my dad is hard of hearing. How's he going to hear what I say? And of course, he would have anyway dismissed me and gone, what you say in the car? Well, I can hear you, but I can't understand you. And it's a really weird dynamic. I'm not faultless. There'll be things in the history of things that I would have done knowingly and unknowingly. So there's a huge weirdness. And I've given in to the fact that I don't think it will be solved. Because whereas I will step back and be self-aware and try and get to the bottom of things and try and understand things, I don't think they want to. It's easier, isn't it, to blame other people? It's easier to gang up as a three, as their little group, and always have me on the outskirts and always wrong. So whatever their narrative is that they want to play, they make it fit. As I say, I can't say it doesn't hurt. Of course it hurts. But I've started to not let it bother me, because what they want to do is wind me up, get a reaction out of me, and then they can say, oh, look, there you go, reacting again. They've done it recently. Overreacting again. No, actually, I'm not. Oh, and that situation escalated. Yeah, it escalated because you wanted to control me. And that's the thing. I've taken away an area of their control in the fact that I've stopped using the car. I walk everywhere now. That they want to control. So when I come out for a walk of an evening, there were comments made. And tonight I just laughed and said, oh, you'll be fine, Dad. You know, my brother's here. You'll be happy to chat with him. So I can go. Which is brilliant. So there'll be something said. There always is. There's always something said. But I heard something before, and my brother said, oh, why? And I just thought, oh, whatever the story is here, whatever's being created, I'm leaving. I'm going for a walk. So sometimes you just got to acknowledge, haven't you? Your family is toxic, dysfunctional, and leave them to it. Smile your way through it. Acknowledge that it's difficult. Acknowledge how they are. And stick to your own values. And let them get on with it. And that's what I'm doing. Letting them get on with it as I walk this changing path.